in Parliament. As we speak now, the Council of Elders for the new Patriotic Party in the Dome Kwabenya constituency are set to make a decision on the absence of Member of Parliament for the area, Sarah Adwoa-Safo. The absence of the MP has raised concerns among the rank and file of the party amidst calls for her dismissal. As in Central MP Kennedy Ejapong has accused her of holding the party to ransom. Pollster and editor of the Daily Dispatch newspaper had asked for the MP to be dismissed. Ernest Menu is joining us now from the constituency. He's on the phone lines. Now, Ernest, what more can you tell us about the considerations that are going on within the constituency?
Well, this was tabled before the Constituency Council of Elders. This, according to the Secretary for the constituency, was speaking to me today about this development in there. They say it follows several failed attempts to reach the Member of Parliament, and they tasked particularly the Chairman of the Parliament to ensure that he gets in touch with her and reports back to the Executive Committee. But they've not had any favorable response, and so the Council of Elders are considering the matter, and once they take a decision, it will be communicated to the hierarchy of the party. And so this is what we know as far as the party is concerned. But the Constituency Secretary who was speaking to me today also makes the point about how this is affecting the work in the constituency. He talks about, for instance, the MP share of the Common Fund, which should be allocated in a manner that will address various issues within the constituency. But her absence is creating delays and further derailing efforts at resolving some of the issues that border the constituency and the constituents. He also talks about the fact that the MP must be seen to be engaging the constituents, but once she's absent, that engagement is missing, and of course, being the face of the constituency, it affects the party at that level. He believes that if this is not resolved in the long run, it may affect the party. So that is for the constituency, the executive, and their take on this issue brewing. As far as Adwoa-Safo
and Ernest, even before the outcome, the final resolution of the party in that constituency, we understand that this situation is generating a sharp division among the rank and file of the new Patriotic Party within the Dome Kwabenya area.
Absolutely.
Who are those involved in this emerging feud?
I've been speaking to the constituents. I've been speaking to those who are members of the party, and even amongst them, there's the division. There's also the factionalism that is playing out. You know, there's the Michael Quay faction in the Dome Kwabenya constituency, and then the Sarah Adwoa-Safo faction. And it appears that the party has not succeeded at uniting the rank and file following that rather controversial and acrimonious primary that was held last year ahead of in 2020, ahead of the general election. And so there are those who agree with calls that she must be sacked. There are those who say that the absence is a false creation, and that the party is aware, the national executives are aware, government is aware of her absence and reasons why she's not in the country at the moment. And they think that it is just one side of the faction trying to create disaffection for her, taking undue advantage of her absence. But there are those who think that despite all of these that are happening, Adwoa-Safo, this does not necessarily warrant a sack or a dismissal. They believe that she must be engaged, allowed to return, and continue with her work as Member of Parliament. And so these are the views that are coming from the constituency.
And Ernest, just before I let you go, how far are we from that final decision? I'm sure that you've been engaged in leadership of the party.
Well, it is not very clear when that will be made. What we do know is that the issue has been tabled before them, and they are considering that. In fact, the ultimate decision, as you may know, Bless, does not even lie with the party. Whatever decision the Council of Elders make will be a suggestion, from what I'm made to understand, will be an advice to say the region and then to the national on what to do as far as Sarah Adwoa-Safo is concerned. But I can even tell you that, Bless, even among the executive body, there are divisions. And so you would hear from the PA of the Member of Parliament accusing the Secretary, for instance, of never being in support of Sarah Adjustafo. And so he is not surprised at the utterance or the response he gave me in the instance.
My colleague Ernest Maino giving us the latest from the Dome Kwabenya constituency. There's more on this on the JoyNews channel. Just stay with us.